When pulling out here and turning at the roundabout, do so with good all-round observations and low speed. Some road users do not expect others to go all the way round a roundabout, so do go slowly enough to be able to react if others do not. Use good mirror checks when making this turn, and others like it on the route. You'll be making this turn with traffic potentially passing on the left and potentially turning with you on the right. Be aware of what is around you and be willing to back off or stop if needed. The lanes on this roundabout and on the exit from this roundabout can get tight with other road users, and others may be intimidated by your size or positioning. Be willing to slow or stop if needed and remain courteous to others. It is not uncommon for other road users to change lanes along this stretch of road with little or no notice. When entering lay-by bus stops, use low speed and lots of observations. Bus stops with shelters like this one can present a hazard. There is a risk of striking the bus stop with the bus body or mirror arm. Be aware of any intending customers or pedestrians and stop if needed. There are multiple pedestrian crossings on this route. On approach to zebra crossings, ensure you are managing your speed in order to be able to stop if needed. The same applies to traffic light controlled crossings. When pulling into bus stops with cars parked before and or after it, be sure to make sure your rear end has cleared the car before the bus stop to make sure you do not have a tail swing strike. Always leave enough room behind the car in front to enable you to pull out safely. Look out for pedestrians or objects on the pavement when pulling in and leaving bus stops, like this. When passing parked cars, good observation and forward planning are needed on approach. Manage speed according to conditions and remain courteous to other road users by giving way to them if needed. There are shops in this area. This can mean vehicles parking in places which are not ideal, people parallel parking, car doors opening, and pedestrians in the area and crossing the road. Use good forward planning and all-round observations, as well as a sensible speed in areas like this. It can be necessary to wait for oncoming vehicles here, as the road is not always wide enough for two vehicles to pass beside the parked cars. Patience can be needed here. This is another area where you need to use both the other side of the road and overhang over the pavement in different places in order to get a bus through safely. Do so at low speed with lots of observations. There are railings, trees, and other pieces of roadside furniture close to the edge of the road. Also consider that this is a quiet residential area. Consider the impact of speed on road noise, impact on residents, and safety. Keep a low speed in areas like this. Negotiate roadworks with great care. Keep in mind that the cones or barriers may have just been moved by someone who is not considering large vehicles. Stop if needed before you hit anything. Even clipping a cone base at low speed can be dangerous for workers. When turning at traffic lights like this, undertake tail swing checks before making the turn. When passing parked cars with oncoming traffic like this, keep a low speed so as to not intimidate other road users. When turning left onto Home Road, you need to use some of the other side of the road, so check what's coming before you commit to the turn. This road can be narrow with parked cars on both sides of the road. Use good all-round observations and a slow speed, which should enable you to react to the situation and stop if needed before hitting anything. The road layout here, combined with the island in the road you are turning into, the railings and parked cars, can make this a tricky turning. Use good mirror checks and be willing to stop if needed. Through this estate, there are many hazards to consider, along with ones already mentioned, like use of overhang, passing parked cars, and roadside furniture. There are some others to be aware of. There are areas in this estate where children play, so be aware of the possibility of them emerging from behind parked cars. There's been an increase in the use of electric scooters and powerful electric bikes, not all of which are ridden with the highway code in mind. In some areas of the route, like here, there are trees close to the edge of the road. Look out for branches or trees which have drooped over time, and do not drive too close to the road's edge. There is a tree there. This is particularly important after bad weather. The traffic approaching this roundabout from the right can be doing so at speed, so take extra precautions here. When approaching junctions like this, do not try and squeeze down the side of other vehicles. From here, follow the road ahead, taking the first exits at the roundabout. Then follow the road ahead at the double roundabouts. When turning right at this junction, wait for a gap in traffic, as you will need to use some of the other lane with your overhang. Wait until you are past the solid white line before moving into the left-hand lane. When pulling into a stand in the bus station, use good all-round observation and good steering technique, as well as using low enough speed to enable you to stop with short notice if needed.